Hello. Hello, friends out there. Hope you're having a great day. When I scheduled this, I totally completely forgot it's Halloween. So I know it's 6 p.m. Central Time and 7 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know what we're going to have as far as the show up right tonight, but I look forward to talking to you anyways. And of course, you can always watch the recording back. So happy Halloween. I don't have my costume in here. I'm going to be a piece of pizza, which is going to be fun. So that is not going to happen on this broadcast, but hope you guys are having a safe and happy night. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this kind of brief tonight because I completely forgot it was Halloween. And that way we don't spend too much time together, but you still can learn some things. And then also I'm going to be talking a lot about the AI component that I think is most important right now, top of mind. But if you want to see how I integrate it with Xactimate, integrate, it's a loose term, but how I use the information from this tool that I'm going to be talking about tonight in Xactimate. I am hosting a webinar tomorrow, or I'm going to talk all about it. So I'm going to put a link in the chat down below for you guys to take a look at in case you want to join that webinar. We're going to talk about how the AI can be used inside of Xactimate and some other tools. And then fun things like writing some email templates and things that you can use this tool I'm going to talk about tonight to do so. So that's more of a formal training tonight. We're just going to have some, quick stop bys by Mr. Anderson here. And we're going to keep it pretty simple since it is kind of a holiday. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what we're talking about as far as an AI tool, it is, as most of you probably already have guessed, is ChatGPT. So the reason I want to talk about this is I think that people either discount it and think that it's, a scary robot or something like that. Or secondly, you've gotten into it and you're like, yeah, but how do you use it for business? Third, you're like, what the heck are you talking about? So there's usually three types of people, and some of you have already maybe mastered it and are really excellent at it, but let me show you a couple things that I've done with it just to show you how I think it can be used in business. So basically, the reason I love what I do is because I like to take systems and processes and pretty much automate everything that I can, or try to templatize it, or make it rinse and repeatable, right? So that you're not doing the same way every single, like if you have to type a line item note even twice in Xactimate, that should be something that's saved as what's called a note template. With emails, I have a problem, I call it blank page syndrome, that I personally have. If I can have something that's a starting point, I can then feel motivated to write the email. Stuff like that, we can use the tools around us in this day and age to make things easier and just repeatable systems. So I'm going to show you a couple things in ChatGPT of how I use it for business that I hope you're going to find useful. So first of all, what the heck are you saying, Alena? ChatGPT? What is that? Let me go ahead and get my screen share going here. And what we're looking at, basically, if you can use Google, you can use ChatGPT. So it's a simple tool that's basically a smarter search than a Google search. It will take tonality. It'll take lots of, let me just get it over here. It'll actually listen to you in a way that Google just tries to spit back, what's the highest search answer. There's algorithms and other things that go into that. With ChatGPT is it's actually trying to learn your voice, trying to learn. Now, don't get freaked out. What I mean is when I write an email, it's going to sound like Alena wrote it because I write in my quote unquote voice, right? So it actually isn't a tool that's just going to spit out some information. It's going to give you, it's going to inform what you're telling it by previous conversations you've had with it, by previous prompts or asks of it. It's pretty interesting how this happens. So just as an example, I'm going to pull up this one. I use it for a couple of different things. I'm talking about three of them tonight. The first one is I like to ask it why I should perform a certain action on a job. So sometimes, the adjusters will come at me like, yeah, Alena, we can't pay for that second coat of paint. It's not warranted. It's like, well, I know why a second coat is warranted. It's Friday afternoon at 3. I don't feel like coming up with the answer. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to take a look at, the specifications for Sherwin-Williams or whatever that's out there, and it will collate that information. So this is a different one that I asked, but what are the requirements to clean an exterior surface before painting? So it gave me all the nuts and bolts, and I was like, yeah, okay, I get that. The adjuster really, that's not what I'm looking for. So I asked a better question. Why should I pressure wash the exterior of a home before painting? Then it got down to the meat and potatoes. So you're only as good as the questions you ask the tool. So if you're going to start using something like ChatGPT as a resource, you're going to want to work on how, well, they're called prompts, but you're going to want to work on how you ask the question and really put a little bit of thought into the question so you get a better result. So here it says it preps the surface for proper adhesion. This is a perfect way to explain to the adjuster. I can copy and paste this into an email, right? It eliminates mold, mildew, and algae. Maybe you're in an area that has lots of moisture, removes dirt, grime, and debris. I really like the proper adhesion though. That it pulled out here. Another thing that you can do, so the first thing is why. I have a great one for ice and water shield too. Explain to me, like I'm 3 years old, that why ice and water shield should be used, right? So you can get it to that really clean, concise verbiage that is really useful to explain to an adjuster when they don't want to pay for a line item. Secondly, I use it to solve that blank page problem. It's my problem, not yours. Blank page problem that, again, it's 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. I'm like, I don't know what to say to this upset customer. Well, I can ask ChatGPT. I have one in here. Please write an email for a customer service issue in a warm tone so that, it doesn't sound like I'm upset. I'm not finding it. Hang on 1 second, guys. I keep all these. I usually keep them grouped. Yeah, so there's a lot of friendly follow-up. We can use that one. Yeah, actually, I want to save that one. This one's pretty funny. But there's a way to make it so that it will write the bulk of your email for you without you having. Right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, how did I say, can you reschedule? It just helps you with these. I don't know why. I just have a roadblock with writing, anything to do with like business oriented tasks. If you can like give me a bullet point or give me an outline of what my email is supposed to say, what I'm supposed to be doing with this information, it helps me so much. So like, what if a customer emails in and says, you know what, I want to cancel. You've taken 3 weeks to put this roof on my home and I'm done. Like you could actually put that here and copy and paste it into ChatGPT and say, how would you write a friendly response to this to try to save the sale? And it will give you information, and like you can ask it to write it for you. So that was the one I just had up on my screen here. Yeah, delayed roof installation. I'm a contractor that has an upset customer. Write an email to the customer, reply their complaint that's taking too long for us to come up to put the new roof on. Bam. There we go. Now, don't ever copy and paste something from ChatGPT right into your direct communication. Always go with a fine-tooth comb and just read through it and tweak it a little bit because it does sound ChatGPT. I have no other way of saying that. It will start to learn your voice over time, though, and the better you can ask the question or more you can inform it, you're going to get a better answer. So let me see here. I have one more I want to show you before I go to my third point here. But yeah, we asked it. I use it for a whole bunch of things. I just had it though for you. Let's see here. Basically, you can inform it how you want its tone even to sound, which is really fun. So you can ask it, yeah, here we go. Write an email to follow up with a lead for my roofing business in Dallas, Texas that contains less than 300 words. Okay, so you can give it some parameters. And it's written in a friendly, non-sales oriented tone that sounds like Owen Wilson, who plays Lightning McQueen in Cars. And so it wrote this really crazy email. And that was a very extreme, instance of how we can use the tool. But I'm just letting you know, the better you can ask the question, the more you can tell it what you're trying to solve for, the better answer it's going to give you. So the last thing I was going to show you was you can also use it, for marketing. If you need to help you name something, like, I don't know, I'm going to start a new roof estimating company. What should I call it? My husband wanted to know what he should name his fantasy football league. So that was one of the questions we asked. I had it write a rap song about roofing in the style of Snoop Dogg. I mean, it does a lot of really interesting things. So the more that you can, and I know these are all fun examples, but to really get, down to the brass tacks of how this is a useful tool, basically I can take these emails and things that it writes for me, make my edits, and then save them in a Google Doc. Okay, so you can have a running like script for give to your team, so that your team also is kind of saying the same way in the same direction every time, rather than leading them up to their own devices. I know here at Estimate Mastery, I have a very certain way that I want people to follow up with customer service emails and make sure that our clients are absolutely taken care of. And if I leave that to some of the team members that maybe are more task driven than, like, oh, we want to just check the box and get that out of my inbox, I can give them a template. It's like, yeah, but will you respond with this tonality and in this manner, without having to, well, upset them like they're doing the job wrong. They're not. I just have these expectations that you do that, but I can give them a template that's already pre-written that they just changed some individual information, and now they don't have to reinvent the wheel or try to make it sound like how Alena wants it. It's all there for them, and it's in a searchable Google Doc where they can find exactly the template they need in a really quick amount of time. So the more you can use the tool to templatize, solve for blank page syndrome, which is what I call it, and then also use it for research. If you're new to our industry, and let's say you don't know what the Texas Fair Claims Act says. That was one of the questions that I asked it. Explain to me, like I'm 7 years old, what's up with the Texas Fair Claims Act? What the heck is that? What are the requirements for ice and water shield? Why are they asking for that? Why can't I paint latex paint over an oil-based paint, right? So all of these things, it will go and crawl and find for you. Whereas a Google search, it's just going to send you to a page. It's just going to send you to a website where you have to go, okay, is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, it says oil-based, but that doesn't make any, that's not what I'm looking for. You have to go out and try to think, how does Google want me to ask this? That's why ChatGPT is so brilliant, is it will try to solve for you and bring the why to the equation. Yes, Christine, I love that. It does make your job a lot more fun when you can bring some, like I said, like we renamed our fantasy football league. I asked it what it should cook me for chicken. I said, I have chicken thighs in my freezer. Will you tell me what to cook for chicken dinner? And it gave me 5 delicious recipes. But yeah, using it for your business and using it just, there was a guy that came out for one of our live events, and he's like, yeah, I'm kind of sheepish to say this, but the last time I wrote my wife a little poem in her birthday card, it was a ChatGPT poem. And I was like, that's okay, buddy. You tried hard. So it's so fun to use the tool that's intuitive, and it's super. If you can Google, this will be so much better for you. The thing I want to tell you, ChatGPT, it's let me put this in I'm going to mess it up. Let me put it as a banner here. Give me 1 second, guys. It's chat.openai.com. And let me just scroll this across the bottom for you real quick. Chat.openai.com. That's a free tool that you can go right now and go register for. I have the paid version. I think it's like $12 a month or something, $9. I forget right at the moment. But it's the 4.0 version, but even the 3.5 version of the search is really useful, and it's free. So give it a try, see if it's useful to you. Now, again, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, I will be teaching a more structured webinar on how to get this information that I just showed you into Xactimate. So if you are interested in that, I'm just going to put that down below in case anyone who just joined missed it. I think it keeps it in the comments, but I'm going to put that registration to our that webinar down in the comments down below, and hope that you'll join us. It's going to be a really good time. Not only am I talking about the AI component, we're talking about how to get line items paid. We're talking about how to get O&P added, how to leverage some of the tools that you have at your disposal in order to get paid by the insurance company. And not only just get paid, but how to get paid faster, right? Because it's all experiencing, it's taking 2, 3, 4 weeks to hear back from an adjuster, 6 to 8 weeks sometimes to close a file and get the RCV amount back as a final RCV. I mean, it's a crazy world we live out there. But if you can use tools like ChatGPT, which can templatize emails to adjusters, fill in why he needs to be adding these line items for estimate, put the why from ChatGPT into those emails, and then save them. It's going to just save you a ton of time and effort. And also, if you have a team, then you can present the team with the same information, and then everyone's saying the same thing. when they speak with the adjusters, and then now the adjusters start to get trained on, why these things should get added. So it's a beautiful thing all the way around. So give that a try, and hope you guys have a really happy Halloween. And I'm going to kind of keep it a short one tonight so we can all just go eat some candy and, walk the neighborhoods with the crazy kids. So hope you guys have a great night, and be sure to join us tomorrow, Wednesday, November 1st. In case you're watching this later on, it's Wednesday, November 1st at 3 p.m. Central. We will be hosting that webinar all about how to get paid what you should as a contractor in Xactimate. So hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll actually be here next week talking about some other things. So I hope to see you then, and hopefully on the webinar tomorrow. So take care and happy Halloween.